Hey guys, it is week 6 of the 12-week Build the Socials for Kaosivity challenge. That means I am halfway through and I am half dead because it has been a war, let me tell you. Even though I'm off, I will have an update on the knee here during this video. I will have an update on some other things going on with the website and stuff, but let's talk about the social media challenge, because I tell you what, even being off, I feel like I've been hit by a truck because I'm just constant doing. And maybe some of that is I've had the opportunity to take some time and do some image editing. I've got one new one up on the website. I've got another one that's just about ready to go. The prints, posters, puzzles, mouse pads, it's available as a digital download. Actually, I'm working on that right now on the website. For some reason, it's squashing the image, so I'm going to have to zip file it and upload it that way, but the problem will be solved shortly, and it'll be on the website and available. But let's talk about week 6, man. I mean, I'm overdoing because I'm off work with the knee, but I got let me turn it this way so I'm not looking off to the side for you guys. I got 12 Instagram carousels, 6 Instagram reels, 6 Pinterest posts, 6 YouTube shorts. I did 7 or 8 vodcasts in my Photo Director 365, which is behind the scenes. You can watch me actually do my images from start to finish. If that interests you at all, I did the weekly challenge video for the week, 6 TikToks, 12 Facebook posts, did the website maintenance. So I checked off everything on the list. I did more than I have on my sheet because I'm off work. And I'm seeing some traction. But let me tell you what, it's almost depressing. It is literally almost depressing. I am trying to do this completely organically, and it's hard. I've gotten some early supporters on some of the social media challenges, and they are liking everything like the minute it hits social. And that's awesome, and it helps. But I can see why a lot of people say, they don't talk about it a lot, but they advertise. They do these things to get bigger following numbers, bigger this, bigger that, bigger, everything. I'm always seeing my numbers trending up week over week, but it's slow going. It's very slow going. And if there were money in the coffers to do advertising, which, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, if anybody knows somebody that wants to invest in this stuff, send them my way. I'm always open to talking to somebody about making an investment in my company. But, or, hit the GoFundMe page. Give me a few dollars to maybe do some Instagram boosting or some Facebook post boosting or YouTube. I don't even know if you can advertise on YouTube and sponsor videos or whatever. Haven't looked into it because I'm not trying to grow it that way, because I understand I don't have the extra money laying around, especially now with my knee problem, in order to do those kinds of things. And I knew going into this that was going to be the case. I knew starting this business that was going to be the case. Unless I stumbled across an investor, something like that, I was going to have to do this organically. And let me tell you what, organically is going to be the strongest way to build the business, but it's also the slowest way to build the business. So whatever you guys can do to help out, like, comment, share, do something on some of the socials, that would be awesome. Just to help give it that, keep that organic train moving uphill. And it's kind of like the little engine that could, if you can remember that one. I think I can. But boy, oh boy, I was looking at my numbers this week, and while they're up, It's like, man, can it go any slower? But I'm no social media expert. I'm no guru. I'm no techie. I don't even know how to do half of the shit that I'm doing on a daily basis. And if you watch my photo director things, I tell you all the time, I'm like, I don't know how to do this because I'm just getting into things and learning them and doing. But if I can do it, you can do it. So if you have a dream, if you have a passion, like I have a passion for creating these images that you see behind me here and see on my website, it just do. Like everything in the world told me you're not going to be a graphic artist. You're not going to be an artist. You're not going to do this and you're not going to do that. You can't build a website and you can't do this and you can't do that. And I went, you're right, I can't, but I can learn how. And I'm learning how every day. I learn something different, whether it's in the image editing or in the video editing or in the website stuff or what have you. But I'm making a commitment to just do it and to continue just doing it. So if you want to see what it's like, what I go through with these images, I don't do all of it on camera because there's a lot of times I notice things in between takes and stuff like that, and I'll do little extra things off camera. But you can kind of follow the process. I've got I've got 3 full images. Some of them are scheduled to drop later this week. But I've got 2 full runs done, and those are out, published on YouTube. The third one, I think 2 episodes have dropped at this point in time, and the rest of them are dropping through the end of the week. But come hang out with me. You know, it's all about views. It's all about subscribe. It's all about watch time. You know, I try to be entertaining, but there are times when I get off track, as I'm sure you've noticed, right? So update on the knee. I met with the doctor last week. We're doing an MRI. I'm waiting to hear from the MRI, you know, the hospital scheduling or whatever to get my MRI scheduled. And once we look at the MRI, once that's scheduled, we'll have a better picture of what's going on. So I am still currently unemployed. Something else that's been on my plate is I'm looking for a remote position, something I can work at home. Because if I end up in surgery, I may be laid up for as long as potentially 6 to 8 months. So I got to do something, and I got to be able to continue to do this, and I've got to be able to take care of my responsibilities, taking my son back and forth to school and things like that. So we're just going to keep going because that's all we can do is keep going and keep going and keep going. Sounds like an Energizer Bunny commercial, but I guarantee you at my age, I'm no Energizer Bunny. So that's what I've got for you guys. I mean, the knee is healing. It is feeling better, but there's something in there that's catching in certain positions, and that's why we're doing the MRI. It may go away on its own, the doc said. My next appointment is in 3.5 or 4 weeks. To see the doc, and hopefully I'll have the MRI done before then. I have no idea because they haven't reached out to me yet to schedule it, how long it's going to take me to get in for the MRI. But it is healing. It is feeling better. I'm getting around a little bit better. I'm still using the crutch. I still have a terrible time going up and down the stairs, but at the same time, I do notice that it is trying to get better, except when I move it in certain ways. And then it's like, don't do that. And if you've ever dealt with an ankle or knee or elbow injury, anything, wrist injury, anything like that, you know that there's times where you move it a certain way and it's like, no, don't do that. And that's what it's doing for me right now. So surgery may be in the future. It may not, but hopefully I can come across from a work from home job that'll fit my schedule, and I can do that and do this, and hopefully the organic traffic hits a point where it goes like that. That would be ideal. In the meantime, guys, like, comment, subscribe, share. If you're on any of the other social media channels, hit us up there, give us a like, pop us something, give us a comment down below on this video. All those things work to continue to provide traction in the algorithms. And that's all I can ask you to do, other than maybe buying me a coffee or buying me a beer on the GoFundMe page. But hey, you know what? If you're an investor and you want to invest in a business, let's talk about it. Reach out. But other than that, I appreciate you guys. This is keeping me accountable, and that's what I need it to do. And it's you guys, it's putting out this video every week and me having to own up to what's going on and what's happening on a weekly basis that's keeping me on track with this stuff. So I will see you guys on the next one. And remember to let the chaos out.